You guys have already seen this. At least, you know, to an extent. Did you know she has a tail? Pretty sure you guys did. Originally, she didn't have a tail. The tail was something I think I always considered. I can't remember if it's something that got lost in a previous commission. But the last iteration did not have a tail. But she looked so good, I didn't really care. But yeah, she has a tail. She's a little off-center. There we go. The skirt that James believes he saw. As you can tell, it's not a skirt. She's wearing pants. And she has an apron and a tool belt. Or a mini tool apron. I don't know what it would be called, to be honest, but yeah. And she has a glove. She has one glove. And she has the little tools. They wiggle and jiggle. You can see the little vials bouncing up and down. The tail sways in the back as it moves, or as I move. This is giving me murder vibes. What do you think, she's gonna pull the scissors out and stab you with them or something? Why is it giving you murder vibes? I really like the way the top came out. There's a little bit of jiggle physics. Not a lot, just a little. Tasteful, I'd say. Sometimes. I guess it depends on how heavily I move. Yep, and you can see her hair swaying in the back. And she's got a really nice necklace. The necklace was the idea of the artist. I did not choose the necklace, she chose the necklace. And I thought it looked fantastic. And here's her face. And you can see it reacting as I'm speaking. She's adorable. I wanted her to look a little bit mature, but honestly, the way that it came out in the end is still pretty nice. The only thing I can't really do with her face is try and make her look angry. Because I guess it just doesn't... It wasn't rigged to be able to do that. I should reach out to the rigger to speak with them about that. I don't know if that's something that should have been done, or if I even want it to be done. But, this is me trying to look angry. It looks more concerned than anything else. But yeah. I might need to get a light. Just to make the tracker a little bit better. I don't know if it'll hurt, but more light will only help. But yeah, there she is. And I can also do this. I can make her cheeks puff up. But that's not all! There's more! Because of course I didn't just get a model done without toggles. You gotta have toggles! For instance, I had a ponytail done for her. And I think it looks freaking fantastic. Yeah, she did an amazing job. And the rigger did a fantastic job with it as well. She almost had earrings, but I didn't quite like the way that the earrings looked during the drafting process, so we took the earrings off. I thought the banded earrings might look pretty good on them because they're elf ears, and, well, honestly, banded earrings are kind of cool to begin with, but, it really wasn't worth the effort to make her try to keep making such minor adjustments to it, so I just had her take them off. Maybe a later iteration or something, but we'll see. But that's not the only toggle I have. I have quite a few more. For instance, let me go ahead and scale her down a little bit so we can get more of a view. She also has a bag. Because she's an alchemist, she has to have a toolkit and a tool bag. She carries her papers and other things in it. It's a fun little thing to put on every once in a while. Maybe when I'm being a loot gremlin. I'm really glad they got the horns about where I wanted them. They're not obviously perfect, but they're fine. A lot of people kept doing this thing where the horns go up and out as if they're forward-facing horns. I wanted the horns to come up and virtually just go straight back, but they did a pretty good job with them, so I'm not going to complain. So always, I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, not always a loot gremlin. I mean, sometimes I share a loot too. And then as James said, my skirt disappeared. Obviously not a skirt, it is an apron. And there's a reason behind that too. That was clearly another trigger. And the reason behind that is because she has two outfits. This is her casual outfit. How bouncy are they this time? It feels even more accentuated with the casual outfit. I did want it to be a little bit more revealing on this one. I didn't expect a laced top. I did want them to put more definition around the chest when they were building the casual outfit, and then the sleeves were really nice too. I kind of just had like a basic view of what I really wanted, which was kind of like keeping to a steampunk-esque casual outfit, but she went way and far beyond what I was expecting with this one. Boing, 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 boing. But I'm not done! There is more. Because she also has some different expressions that I can give her depending on the event. I'm gonna have to take a lot of practice getting used to using these on cue. Because usually the only thing I push on my Stream Deck is to start, stop, and change scenery on my stream. So having to, pick out an emote or something to use on in the middle of a game is, it's going to be a bit difficult to pick up. You have to stop being a gooner. No, the booba is there. Gooner. That's the whole appeal. But, yeah, she has different facial emotions. For instance, she can blush. I have them set on a timer, so they'll time out after 10 seconds. But yeah. Should have kept the casual outfit for the blush. We can go to the casual outfit with the blush. And the ponytail. I mean, most of the time she's probably going to be down about, like, that. So you're not going to get a full view of her, but I might set up some additional toggles. This is kind of where I probably should have gotten, like, so I got a bigger stream deck because I was going to do this, and I knew I was going to need more buttons. And I can make different screens with more buttons if I really want to, but I feel like I should have probably gotten the bigger stream deck, the extra large. I think it is literally called the Stream Deck XL, just for the additional toggles. To make it easier, so I don't have to constantly switch between screens. But I'm not going to be flicking between different things anyway, so. And then she can do this. And then we put that on with the blush. I love her hair. Her hair looks so fantastic. I remember when we were first talking about designing her, and you said blonde hair and red eyes. Isn't that overdone? And I'm like, no. And we went and looked for people or characters who had blonde hair and red eyes, and it's like we couldn't find a single character that had blonde hair and red eyes. I think the only ones that probably do in my memory right now, off the top of my head, the homunculus girl from Fate Stay Night, but she's kind of white hair, which was what arguably would be platinum blonde, which this is kind of a platinum blonde, but not as much as hers. Hers is like more of a silver. She turned out amazing. But we're not done. I still have a few more triggers or toggles. She's got a gloom, so I can't look angry, but I can look a bit upset or, you know, creeped out if I really need to. And then when things don't go my way, or I just experience the unexpected, I have to recalibrate myself. Hold on. There we go. And then, if things are a little bit sad, and then I have a couple of motion-based toggles as well. Like her hands. And since I'm playing a puzzle game tonight, you know I'm gonna be using this one. Exactly how am I supposed to finish this puzzle? I might take that one off the timer. Just because. And certainly last but not least, you gotta have a waving. You gotta be able to say hi. And then I just have one that sets everything back to normal. The default. They're both so good in terms of like the outfits and hairstyles that honestly I could just easily switch between them at any moment and use it for the entire stream. Neither one of them screams, oh, this has to be the one that you use. You can't just use the other one except for special occasions. And I can, I can use them all at the same time interchangeably. The facial toggles will definitely override each other, except for Blush. Blush is the only one that doesn't. Oh, I guess Blush and Gloom do. But yeah, that's everything I got done. That is where all my money went, into this. I'm not saying that I'll ever make the money back on it, but honestly, I feel like it was really well spent. I don't have a shred of regret for how well it came out. And just to give one of the things I think was so well done, and you can't really see it unless I zoom in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a zoom in a moment. I think they did a fantastic job of putting detail into her eyes. Because the artist was very, very excited to be able to do a Dragon Girl character. Believe it or not, I don't really think there are a lot of Dragon Girl characters in the VTuber community, at least not many that I know of. And so she was super excited to be working on this, and she took it and she ran with it on everything that she did. It was so good. And just look how good her eyes look. I think they look amazing. I wonder if I can get a toggle for keeping her eyes closed. But yeah, that's Oros. It's Oros come to life, for real. Not just a commission of a PNG